Recently in Taiwan, the fallout from the news that a semiconductor company was dumping its wastewater directly into Kaohsiung's Hojing River has raised public awareness on the problems with wastewater treatment. Today we bring you to the Central Taiwan Science Park to see how another semiconductor company is fulfilling its corporate social responsibility through its comprehensive wastewater treatment system. Let's take a look.
This is Kaohsiung's Hojing River, which was heavily polluted by a semiconductor manufacturer. Semiconductors are a major component in electronic products. However, their production generates various toxic waste, including chemical mechanical polishing wastewater, acidic wastewater, and hydrofluoric acid wastewater.
If hydrofluoric acid wastewater is discharged into rivers, because it is corrosive, it can deteriorate our bones and cause calcium deficiency. The chemical compound will pollute our environment too.
Adding calcium chloride, the toxic hydrofluoric acid can be neutralized and becomes non-toxic calcium fluoride. Based on this chemical formula, the Winbond Semiconductor Company built its own wastewater treatment system. Despite being neutralized, the wastewater still contains high levels of nitric acid.
This is neutralization tank number 1. We use sodium hydroxide to neutralize acid wastewater so that its pH will reach between 6 to 9, which is the permissible standard for wastewater discharge.
This is the wastewater treatment plant of the Winbond Semiconductor Company. Every day, it can treat up to 4,500 tons of industrial wastewater.
From this before and after comparison, one can see the difference clearly.
Before the treatment, the wastewater contains a lot of suspended solids and is strongly corrosive and toxic. After the treatment, the wastewater is clean and clear.
Winbond spent $23 million to build this treatment plant to ensure the safety of its wastewater.
Other than building our own water treatment system, we also ask a third party to oversee our procedures. They examine our wastewater on a yearly basis.
At the Central Taiwan Science Park, several high-tech companies like Winbond treat their wastewater first before they discharge it into the Science Park's wastewater treatment plant.
We have a biological treatment system, a chemical treatment system, and a filtration unit. Through the bio-treatment process, all the microorganisms and organic matter are decomposed. Next, suspended solids and heavy metals will be dissolved through a chemical treatment process.
The processed industrial wastewater has quality akin to tap water. Later, every 6 hours, inspectors will take water samples.
The water sample will be analyzed by a private laboratory accredited by the EPA.
Through inspections by a third party, the EPA regularly receives the results of our wastewater treatment. I think that's a good way to oversee electronic manufacturers.
Using third parties to check on wastewater conditions helps sure-handed environmental authorities and facilitates the analysis of water quality.
We compare the numbers provided by private organizations with the EPA's results to see if companies are following regulations. Through the comparison, we can clearly see any inconsistencies.
Only through transparent supervision will polluting companies carry out effective wastewater treatment and thus eradicate water pollution for good.